to Kelly's and we'll make some noise. Feed that old jukebox and play some air guitar. Well, and there's nothing wrong with shooting pool and having some fun and acting the fool. But this time I won't be going where they are, 'cause I'm going home and rock my baby. Just thinking about it is making me crazy all day long. I've been dreaming of holding her tight. Yeah, it's gonna be a sweet surrender, candlelight, and love me tender. I'm going home and rock my baby tonight. The girl sure has been working hard. I think she's ready for some R&R, something to take her mind off everything. Champagne and a box of candy, a dozen roses might come in handy to help loosen up those apron strings. 'Cause I'm going home and rock my baby. Just thinking about her is making me crazy all day long. I've been dreaming of holding her tight. Yeah, it's gonna be a sweet surrender, candlelight, and love me tender. I'm going home and rock my baby tonight. If the roses and the candy do the trick, tomorrow I may have to call in sick. 'Cause I'm going home and rock my baby. Just thinking about it is making me crazy all day long. I've been dreaming of holding her tight. Yeah, it's gonna be a sweet surrender, candlelight, and love me tender. I'm going home and rock my baby tonight. Yeah, I'm going home and rock my baby tonight.
That was Rock My Baby on Hit Country Video. And with me today, lots of babies. Shenandoah, how about introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Stan.
I am Jim.
Bond.
I
James
don't
Bond.
think so.
I'm Marty Raven,
I'm Mike McGuire.
Ralph Ezel.
and we're known as the group Shenandoah.
There you go, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that video, Rock My Baby, came off of your last album. Long time coming.
Uh-huh.
And with what you had going in your career earlier, did it seem like this was a long time coming?
Yeah, it really did. In fact, the long time coming was kind of a little parallel thing of what had been going on in the past over the name conflict, and a long time coming also represented on the other side of that parallel was it was about 2 years since we had been in the studio, and you know, there was some anxious moments there before we got in there. You know, it was really kind of where, you know, because at that time country music had changed quite a bit, you know, and wondering whether you was going to be up to snuff and be able to go in there and pull it off with some tunes that you feel like was really going to do it, you know, was really something. And which coming out of that album into the new one, Her Leaving's been a long time coming, done very, very well for us. In fact, Mike McGuire was a writer on that, and along with some good friends of his, we got a chance to really get into a little bit of niche that brought us to the album that we're at today, Under the Kudzu. And I know that we was talking about that before the show started, about what was kudzu. And
Well, don't you tell me. No, I have to get this one over here to talk.
From
He never
Stan?
talks to me. So, Stan, tell us, what's a kudzu?
It's a vine that, it's a creeping vine that grows up over trees. Sometimes you'll see some kind of vine that grow up a fireplace or over a house. It's kind of like that. It was imported from, I think, Japan. Some say Japan, some say China, some say both. but it was imported to help with erosion in certain parts of southeast United States. And anyway, it's a very hardy growing plant. It's all over the South now. Most Southerners know what kudzu is.
Would you look at this? He talked to me. Okay, why that title for this album?
Well, anybody that knows anything about kudzu knows it's really hard to kill. I mean, they brought it up there for the soil erosion, and it just really got out of hand, and it's spreading further and further north. And we kind of feel like we were that way. We went through a lot of problems, you know, with the name and all that stuff, and just keep on coming back. And we figure, I think Ralph's the one that came up with the title. There's a song on the album called Under the Kudzu, and it seemed kind of to fit us pretty well. You know.
Okay, now you mentioned having trouble with the name, and through
Well,
that,
actually, see, we never really had any trouble with the name.
yeah, you didn't, right?
Yeah,
Right.
we've been able to spell it ever since then. You know, we're not as illiterate down in the South as folks think, but
Come a long way, baby, huh?
no, actually, there was 3 other groups, you know, that had claim to the name Shenandoah, and anyway, we got all that stuff behind us, thank goodness, and you know, we look back on it and actually rally around it, you know, from the things that has happened since then. With the Under the Kudzu album, in fact, it came out 2 weeks ago, fronted with a single that we've had out that we're going to play here in just a minute, Janie Baker's Love Slave, the video. And it probably done, well, in fact, it did. I mean, it's not probably, it done better for us coming out of the week of the release, better than any album we've ever had in the past. I think they only give us a 4-day market research in a 6-day plan, and we come out 5,100 units, and that's awfully big. In fact, you know, for us coming out of the box, that's strong, you know. And then, of course, you know, this week was bigger, and you know, as the record goes on and stuff like that, the album continues to get better as long as the singles continue to get better. And right now, Janie Baker is number 10 in the nation with a bullet. So, you know, we're just tickled to death, and on that album is a tune that is going to be the next single that I think probably comes closest to the kind of feel that John Michael Montgomery just got done with a song called I Love the Way You Love Me, and it was a great song. Anyway, this one's called I Want to Be Loved Like That. And it's 3 different scenarios and 3 verses that talks about, well, the first verse is Natalie Wood gave her heart to James Dean, and of course you got the young rebellious type in the movie Rebel Without a Cause, or Clue, or as the Bellamy brothers said, Rebel Without a Clue. And the second verse is the scenario of mom loves dad, and you know, they never had anything to give each other but good solid foundation that was built on love. And then, of course, you know, the third one is where the love continues even after the loved one is gone and passed on and went on to be with the Lord and stuff. You know, it's just a very, very emotional, touching song. We've never really had a song that really kind of seemed to minister to people as well as this one seems to be doing. Hey Mister, I Need This Job was kind of like that at the beginning, but this song really goes a whole lot deeper because it certainly talks about something, and it's the caringness about someone, you know's dire cry to want to be loved like that, like the song portrays the lyric, and in the, like I said, in the stories that are wrote in the verses. You know, people are hearing it for the first time, and at the end of the song they're lighting lighters and singing along with it and stuff like that. We in several shows we've caught, you know, some pretty teary moments for some people, you know, and man, that's an awfully great sign, because Trish, that's what we want to do more than anything else in the world. You know, that's what we got into this stuff for. You know, was to get out and be able to hopefully touch the lives and hearts of those who come to hear us, you know, and try to do it as best musically as we possibly can. And you know, this song definitely does it. And you know, I really can't say much more about it than that I really think it's definitely Song of the Year material.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of glad you talked us through the song, because I think a lot of people, when they listen to an album, they don't really listen to the words of the songs. And I think this will bring them kind of conscious and listen for what you were talking about, and I think it'll have a different meaning for them that if they didn't really understand, you know, or listen to the words real careful.
Yeah, because it is. It's really such a great song. It was wrote by Phil Barnhart and Bill LeBounty and Sam Hogan, and boy, them fellas really done their homework on this. And I mean, it's a very, very well penned song. The melody on it is just absolutely, you know, fantastic, and you know, to kind of stretch a little bit without being a boasting statement at all, I really think that it'll really minister to the hearts of people out there that hear it.
Well, that's great. We can't wait to hear it. And what do you like to do, that type of song, or Rock My Baby and Janie Baker's Love Slave and Next to You, Next to Me?
Well, you know, being a singer, I always love, you know, getting my teeth into a ballad. You know, ballads are real nice to get a hold of and stuff like that. But, you know, the songs that make it fun on a live stage show is the songs that do move around a little bit and has a lot of fun and a lot of energy in them, like the Rock My Babies and the Next to You, Next to Me and the Church on Cumberland Road. And in fact, them's been the biggest songs that we've ever had. One of my favorite ballads that we do is a tune called Ghost in This House. And, you know, 2 Dozen Roses and Next to You, Next to Me, you know, well, Next to You, Next to Me on that same album probably sold more than what Ghost in This House did. But, you know, it's really kind of funny, you know, because, you know, one thing that you think would really work, you know, for the public that they'd really like, they may like something completely different on the album, which is great to us. You know, we just want them to like something on the album, and hopefully it's every bit of it, because, you know, that's what we shoot for when we go in the studio. But, you know, if there's a couple of things on there that they really like and really means a lot to them, well, we certainly appreciate that too.
Well, I think Ghost in This House is going to be one of the great country classics. That is the song. If there was a list of the 15 or 20 top country songs, I think Ghost in This House should be on there because it's gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
Thanks a lot. That was written by a guy from New York, Hugh Presswood, and we were fortunate enough to be nominated for a Grammy on that song. We didn't win it. I think the Kentucky Headhunters won that year, but again. But no, we were real proud of that fact. That was our first time to be nominated for a Grammy.
Okay.
Actually, our only time to be nominated for a Grammy.
You said the Kentucky Headhunters won again. How do you feel? I mean, nominations are great, but do you really get built up for them, and then if they don't happen, I kind of don't like awards. I don't know why. There are too many good artists out there, and
very few awards to go around.
That's
yeah, you know,
right.
the thing about it is, you know, I think at one time at the beginning of our career, you know, awards really meant something because it gets you to a certain plateau that you're definitely being a major force in the country music business. But you know what we're really into more than anything else in the world is satisfying the fans that come out to the shows. That, you know, that's what means more to us than anything. You know, fans come out to the show. If they like what you do, they'll buy your records, and if they buy your records, that'll look good for the folks that do the ballad nominations and all that other kind of stuff for folks that fill out the ballads when they are a part of a committee or part of a group that are members of a certain association that deal in country music and stuff. So, you know, that's not the most important thing to us at all. And like I say, you know, to be honest with you, at one time we thought that it was, because it kind of represented, you know, where you were at and what your achievements were from the year that you worked. And there's been several years that we worked awfully hard. And you know, of course, being nominated was good enough for us, and being nominated was certainly a very, very nice thing to happen for us. And we certainly appreciate nominations, but you know, even not being nominated still doesn't represent what Shenandoah is and what Shenandoah stands for. And to win the awards, yes, sure, we'd love to win the awards. You know, I mean, from Entertainer of the Year to Album of the Year to Single of the Year and Group of the Year. I mean, we'd like to take all of them home. In fact, Mike would even like to have Female Vocalist of the Year. But the thing about it is you know that stuff will come if it's supposed to, and if it's in where we're in the running for it, then we'll be awfully happy to get it and awfully proud to get it, but that's certainly not our main focus.
Right. Female vocalist. Shave off the beard and get these legs, and you
I
might
like to shave
make
my
it.
legs too.
I'm kind of upset
Hairy
that I have
legs.
to sit next to these legs. I mean, this is embarrassing for
Yeah,
me.
I'd be upset if I had to sit next to them too, I believe.
No, I'm ashamed of
Well, I
mine
gotta walk
after
on
this.
them. I'm a little bit upset with them.
Okay, this afternoon you're playing a small venue. Which do you prefer, the small, more personal type, or the big stadiums and
I think they both got their advantages. You know, smaller venues like this, it's a lot easier for us to get out and meet the, you know, the people that come to the show. In the bigger venues, they got a lot more security and all that. But they're fun too, though, because it's a big crowd and they're usually screaming really loud. So that's always fun for us.
Okay, now let's go on down the line here. On the road, are you one of the big video game players?
No, you picked the wrong guy for that.
What do you do?
I read novels and, I don't know, watch a little movie or two in the back. That's about it. I'm not much for the video games.
Ralph's actually the air conditioner engineer on the bus.
Yeah, and
That's Thermo King.
I can tell you that this bus that we're on now is completely flunked every major thermal test that there may be.
See, it takes a good summer of the fair dates to really know whether an air conditioner on a bus is going to work. We just got a brand new Prevost that we've got leased out of Arizona, and which that was Ralph's main concern about the bus was, you know, we get down in August and stuff like that, it's going to get hot, boys.
Right.
You know, so.
He's right.
It did get hot in August. That's
Every August you can count on that.
our automobile autograph book on wheels here. The air conditioner kind of is given out on it, so I'm glad we don't.
Well,
drive
the
it
names have
anymore.
held up pretty good, though, Trish. That's one thing y'all can certainly, you know, give a comfort. Of course, we re-signed ours.
Well,
At one time, folks, that was blue. They rubbed it off with a little remover, and we slung some names back on there. Of course, I put Bill Monroe and Mike put Garth Brooks, but that, you know.
That's just because they sign our name everywhere they go.
is that right? Okay, hey, thanks for being with us here today. It's been
Thank
like
y'all.
2 years, and I hope it's not that long again.
I'll tell you what, let's go to one of our favorite videos. Of course,
Right.
it's the one we got out right now. Here's Janie Baker's Love Slave on Hit Country Video.
And Stan, thanks for talking to me.